Really?
It's the crowd in the back, maybe?
Okay.
Or you might be deaf.
I'll do it, man.
It's possible.
So this is a piece I like to call, I don't write poetry anymore. I don't write poetry anymore. I don't feel the need to speak to you in a word of the day type vernacular. It's spectacular the way the poets feel they need to bleed before you. They have a hit list of bliss or piss depending solely on their level of pot, or whether or not it's plus or minus 10:30 p.m. I can't stand how they condemn things from their position on the stage, sometimes directing their rage at their peers. It appears as though they're having fun. A little tongue-in-cheek speak to make your knees go weak. All these poets are just trying to get laid. If you had paid attention, you would have realized their descension into iniquity. No, big words don't work for me. I take the time to craft for the small mind, for the dumb kinds. I speak about society and sex, politics and breasts, and I won't rest until I've screamed at least twice. Now, isn't that nice? Wouldn't you pay twice the no cover just to discover more of me? This poet is free. At least on the weekends. Well, it depends on my friends or what I have to spend. I go where the booze is free. I go where people want me. I go where if they taunt me, I can turn around and pee on their parade. Well, I think my point has been made. Poetry sucks and you're stuck here for the rest of the night. If you knew it was right, you'd walk out the door. At least out there. Bored.
Tony Plocido, Minnesota. Yeah! There. Got that thing in here. That's what she said. Okay, I'm going to pick another poet. Did you cross him off?
You know Tony, right?
Well, I know. If we don't cross the people off, how are we going to keep this shit straight? I have to do everything myself. Everybody, this is Esno Martin, my freak co-host in a skirt. After the show, there'll be a party over at my place where we'll drink weed and smoke bourbon and take a look at Esno's balls. See how they dangle nicely out of either side of his panties. All right. Aren't you glad you came to this poetry reading, huh? Okay, a couple of quick procedural things. As a general rule, we do one poem each. We've got like 22, 23 people on the list. As a general rule, we do one poem each, so everybody has time. If your poem's short, you can do two, but try to keep the time to a maximum of 5 minutes so that everybody has a chance, and that we don't have people here at 12:30 reading before people who are wishing they would just shut the fuck up. Okay? That's not fair, so be fair to everybody and keep it brief, and I'm going to bring on our next poet, who is, and I have no idea how to choose next. Okay, this person who wrote Sideways. That's perfect. That's Katie. Katie? Everybody, let's have a round of applause for Katie. She's going real slow. She'll be here in a second. Just talk amongst yourselves. Okay, now she's coming. Now another round of applause for Katie.
I love you.
I'm so short. Hey guys, how are you doing? What's up? Alright, so I don't have any funny poetry, I'm sorry guys now. I don't write funny poetry. Don't do that. Pursing lips. Okay, now he's crying. Anyways. Alright, so this is a poem called This Is Not a Test. Some of you might have heard of it. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. This is not a test of intelligence, memory, or education. Our school systems are built on the test of compliance. How many parties do you have? How many tests did you ace? How many homework assignments do you have completed? How many notes did you take? As education systems are not built on education. We are measured by test scores and piles of papers turned into numbers numbers so we can be filed easier. We are tested by how well we complied with the lies that were told to us from the robot behind the desk that once had dreams of teaching children things that actually matter in life, instead of numbers. Numbers. Everything is numbers. Everyone is numbers. How much funding a school gets, how old is the student, what grade are they in, GPA, IQ, HSPT, ACT, SAT, Tardy's, Power School, class rank, how much your lunch costs, everything. You're either a dollar sign or a number. And even in private school, you're still a number of how much money you make, how much money your parents donate to the school, how much tuition you pay, how much your car costs, how much your shoes cost. Everyone is a number. This is not a test of accuracy, but rather how well you force yourself into these cookie-cutter shapes we've made for you, tricking you into feeling individualized when, look, there's 1,000 people in line behind you, being taught how to be just like you. You're not original. This is a test of popularity, and how well you don't deal with pressure in parties and society, taking a drink from the advertisement bottle that made your lips quiver with desire, and now you're addicted to an image. You're fucking